Hey, it's Wafaa, and welcome to my podcast. So, this is my first episode of my very own podcast. I'm really excited. I'm also quite nervous. Kind of my first time doing anything like that, putting myself out there. So, welcome to my Hey, it's Wafaa podcast. Um, it was really hard for me to start doing this podcast. I thought about it for a very long time, um, but I've always just been a bit hesitant to do it. And, it's a bit nerve wracking because you're kind of talking in front of the camera for like 20 minutes about things happening in your own life or your own opinions and thoughts. But I really wanted to do this for a very long time, and I'm very excited to do it. Um, it's called Hey Tofa, as you can tell. And I think it's going to be a really broad podcast. Now, I'm trying not to overthink this and just kind of let it be whatever it is supposed to be. I think I'm going to be testing a few ideas and like talking about a few things, and see like which kind of topics I'm interested in, which I think are might not be relatable to me personally. So it's gonna be very broad, also quite basic, but it is gonna be me, which I'm really excited about. The reason why I wanted to start this actually is because I consume podcasts a lot. I find them a really interesting way to just get to know, I think, yourself. Because I find myself when I listen to podcasts of other people and I hear their opinions and their thoughts and their way of thinking and their way of speaking, kind of helps me know myself a bit more and also relate to them in a different way, where it kind of also highlights some of the traits that I have that I didn't think about until that person showed them. So also it's a great way to kind of just, I think, waste time and um just to kind of listen to someone or something and gets you out of your head. I tend to work from home, so just when I find myself on my laptop and I'm in my room and it's just too quiet, I love turning on a podcast because it kind of just gets me out of my head, and there's something always playing in the background that I can just go to if I feel like the work is overwhelming, and then I just go back to the work. It helps me stay in focus mode, work a bit more actively and more productively, because I find myself when it's just too quiet, I just can't focus and it's just too quiet for me and I need some stimulation. So I turn on a podcast. There's quite a few that I listen to that I can happily shout in my next episodes, but I listen to really everything. I listen to health and wellness podcasts. I listen to personal growth podcasts. I listen to career podcasts. I listen to entertainment podcasts, to influencers just podcasts, to drama and tea and like spelling the tea on influencers and celebrities. I listen to those podcasts as well. So I love really to listen to everything. And I just kind of like move between episodes and move between channels. So that's kind of what I liked. And I was like, maybe I should start my own. Maybe I have a talent for podcasts that I'm not aware of. And maybe I don't. I have no idea. You might not see me again. Maybe this will be my first and last episode. Maybe I will be posting more. Maybe I will be posting less. I have no idea. But I just wanted to try something that is outside my comfort zone, something that I feel like I'm really interested in, and that would really like just add a bit of like motivation and passion to my life. So yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts, and if you have anything in mind on what you think I should talk about, let me know in the comments. But yeah, that's on why I started. A bit more of who I am and kind of what era I am in. So I'm in my mid 20s. Yeah, 20s are a lot. I think that they are just the most exciting years of your life, but also the most overwhelming. And that's kind of the era that I am in. I'm in my figuring it out, which I guess everyone is kind of in that era. I think 20s can be really exciting, really like kind of shaping for you, who you are as a person, and kind of tests you in ways that I think other years in your life don't. I'm currently working, so I do have a full time job and marketing. I actually work in marketing, which is also like really nice. I've always found myself like a creative person and someone who kind of like needs an outlet to put their creativity in, and I feel like a lot of aspects in that in my creativity comes in my job. As a marketer, I think you're always like challenged to come up with new ways and different ways of working and of just collaborating. So I really like that aspect of my job. So think that's like that's something I really like, is that there's always something new that we're experimenting in and we're trying. And as a person who just doesn't like to have kind of the same ways of working and the same kind of like work routine, I really appreciate that. I think that also comes in its own challenges, though, is that you're always just hustling and trying to come up with something new and something interesting, and there isn't really like a downtime. So I think that's kind of one of the downsides. And me as a person, I really like my downtime. I like my me time. I like just chilling, like doing nothing really, just sitting on my phone and scrolling on TikTok. That's how I love my downtime. I don't love like if I have a full day of activities, I don't like going home and just coming to more activities or like hanging out after work. I just cannot. I'm a person who's like, okay, this has been like, this is my full day now, I'm done. I need to go and rest. So that's kind of what I do. So I love my downtime. That's a fun fact about me. So yeah, that's my work. That's what I do. I think navigating that has been challenging. Um, just because like you feel like everything needs to be done in your 20s, your career needs to be set start, and like you're good to go in your early 20s and you know exactly what you want to do. But that just has been a challenge for me. Is just trying to, figure out what I want to do. Do I want to do marketing for the rest of my life? Do Am I interested in another major or another career path? I have no idea. So things like that, where I feel like everyone is just struggling with, like you start somewhere, but does that mean that you have to continue doing that? I think that's kind of a question that's been on my mind. Another thing in my 20s that I've been figuring it out is just relationships in general. I think that comes down to your family relationships, your friendships, and your like romantic relationships. So that's something that's feel like has been always changing in my life, where you would have friends and like coworkers that you work with for a very long time, but then you come into a different chapter in your life where they're no longer part of that and new people come in. So that having that flexibility of relationships and um, kind of who and what is important to you is something that I feel like everyone is struggling with. So I think I would love to dive into all of these topics like a bit more as we go along this podcast, and like my opinions and thoughts on them. And then, yeah, another thing is just also like your values, who you are as a person. I think a lot of your 20s, you need to and you should be kind of getting out of your comfort zone and trying to see things and like do things that you don't typically do, just to know if this is something you're interested in. And of course, I'm talking about the positive things here, to know if that's something you're interested in or if that's not really who you are. And I think that's where the foundation of you as a person start to be built, and you're kind of upset a bit more in your 30s and your 40s. So yeah, I'm in my figuring it out era, as I said. Um, and I hope you guys are. And we're all on this journey together. And I think it's a beautiful journey. And I think through time, you will, and I hope I will as well, kind of start to know a bit more about what we all want from life. And hopefully, that's everything that's beautiful and positive. So yeah, a bit more on like other than my figuring it out era, I'd love to share things that I'm interested in right now. I think there's quite a few things. Honestly, every day is a new day, but I just have notes here on my phone. I think one thing that I am obsessed with is just music in general. Other than podcasts, when I'm working or when I'm when I'm just like doing nothing really. I love listening to music. My favorite kind of artists are Ed Sheeran. I love anything Ed Sheeran. He has really good beats in his songs, so and really beautiful lyrics. So I love that. I also love Taylor Swift. I think she's like really one of the best songwriters ever. And she came out with a new song for Toy Story 5. I knew it, I knew you, and it's just beautiful. It has a really good like tone and like symphony to it, and really beautiful lyrics, and it just kind of feels like home for some reason, like you're coming home. So I'd really recommend listening to that. Other than that, another thing that I have been obsessed with is my Stanley Dupe cup, or bottle, or I don't know what you call it, but I've always bought a lot of water bottles thinking that this will help me drink more water. This will like be life changing, and like I will want to drink water, and because of my cute cup, and all the cups that I've bought or the bottles just never worked till I got this. It's literally from Amazon. Um and honestly it's been life changing. Like I've never wanted to drink water more. I don't know what it is about this bottle, but like I'm just like always drinking water. And if it's like, I'm always like reminded to drink water. And if it's not like full, I just go and just fill it up with water. It's honestly like life changing. It's always been something that I've struggled with, and I've been using this for like the past year. I probably need a new one, but it's life changing. And I love the idea of like drinking from a straw. I love drinking from straws. Really like, and it just feels fresh and like just like fresh and refreshing, and like the metal, and so good. I really recommend, if you guys don't drink water enough, buy yourself a Stanley cup or a Stanley Dupe cup. The idea, you get the idea, just buy it. It will change your life. um Another thing that I am obsessed with right now, I just have it on my phone, is kefir. So what is kefir? Kefir is a type of yogurt that has a lot of probiotics in it, and the type that I use, it's, I think the brand Activia. It says like billions of probiotics in one bottle. So that's the one that I buy. I've been having some digestive problems. Like I'm gonna put myself out there, and kefir really helps in that. It tastes so good as well. It's like cold and like delicious. I really love like dairy drinks. I love like chocolate milks, and I love like yogurts, and like like mango yogurt, and like strawberry yogurts. I love dairy products, so I'm always craving them. So this has been like a really good way for me to just take care of my digestive system, but like in a really healthy way. Um, Another thing is seaweed snacks. So I'm a big sushi fan. Like I'm a big sushi fan, and as someone who craves sushi a lot but can't afford to buy it as many times as I crave it, which is pretty much like every other day, I get myself like canned salmon and tuna, and then I use these seaweed snacks, and I kind of just, like use them as bread, but like as seaweed snacks, where you kind of just like have a bite, like using the seaweed snacks, and it's just tastes so good. It tastes like sushi. I gotta admit, it does not substitute the crave that I have. It does not make it go away, but it's still like a really good way to get your omega 3, which is something that I lack. So I buy seaweed snacks so I can eat with that like fish, and that kind of helps with my omega 3 deficiency. So get yourself some canned tuna. If you guys don't eat a lot of fish, put some mayo on there. Buy yourself a seaweed snack, and then just eat it all together with some pickled ginger. It's so good. Another thing is that I'm obsessed with is the yellow, like lemon color, like the yellow lemon summer color, which you can probably tell from my logo and from my intro. I love that color. It's always been my favorite color ever since I was young. I think it's so, you can, it's a beautiful color to wear. It's a beautiful color to own, like an accessory piece of. It's a beautiful color to like for a heel, for a wall, for a iPhone cover, for a I don't know, for a curtain, for like a like yeah, for a paper, for a notebook, for a t-shirt. I just love that color. I think it's just so refreshing, and it's so positivity bringing that that's kind of my favorite color. So that's a bit of a fun fact about me. Last thing is I love coffee. Duh. My favorite thing in the world is coffee. Um, when I go to sleep, the first thing I think about going to sleep is my coffee cup in the morning. I just love coffee so much. It literally brings life to me. I also love the midday caramel macchiato coffee. It's just life changing, I gotta admit. Um, I've always loved it. The iced, of course, not hot because it's summer and you need like a fresh drink. And I've recently tried this coffee from Pete's Coffee. Um, and their caramel macchiato is just something else. And it's kind of a drink that I've been thinking of every day, all day for the past like week and a half lately. It's been so good. So I really like to treat myself for that. Like when I'm really feeling like I'm just down or just like my day hasn't been going so well. So the way to my heart is pretty much a coffee, and like a nice, like a hot donut maybe next to it in the morning. Life changing. So yeah, that's everything that I'm currently obsessed with. Let me know what you guys are currently obsessed with and if any of my obsessions are also your obsessions. Um, Going now to or moving on to the things that I'm overthinking right now. One of the things that I just overthink is my work fit for the next day. It's the hardest thing ever to choose your work outfit for the next day. And it's not like it's like a bomb outfit that the result is a bomb outfit and I like look really good. I just struggle to figure out what I want to wear. And I know the struggles for the girlies out there where you like look at your closet and you're like, I have nothing to wear, but also you have so many clothes that you never wear. So yeah, I think just fits is something I struggle with a lot. Another thing I struggle with is just clothes in general. I hate going shopping and I hate shopping online. I hate shopping in stores. I just hate shopping in general. I hate going to a mall. I feel overly stimulated. And then you just go into the fitting room and you try things and they never look as good as they look on the hanger. And you're like, mm, what is my life? And you just start to rethinking your whole life in the fitting room. So that's one of the things is just buying a piece of clothes because I'm also such like a, what do you call it? Like not an easygoing person. I'm high maintenance where I'm like the piece of clothes that I'm wearing or that I'm going to buy needs to just fit perfectly in a way that I'm like, there is no reason for me not to wear it because I overthink and and also I'm like I feel I'm someone who's just very easily irritated in their clothes if they're not comfortable. So if the piece of clothes that I'm wearing is not comfortable whatsoever, I'm just like not gonna buy it. And if I buy it, and sometimes I do buy it because I'm like, no, it's fine. Like I'll deal with it. Like even if it's like a bit itchy in like on the back or something, I'll deal with it. But in reality, I don't deal with it. What I do is just I let it sit in the closet for like the longest time. Then I wear it once a year. And then I'm like, why don't I have clothes? Because it's like, guys, help me solve this for me because I'm like, if I buy the piece of clothes that it's like irritatable or there's something that I don't like about it, that's going to be the very exact reason why I don't wear it. And it's so hard to find like the perfect piece of clothes, like piece of like jeans or piece of like perfect t-shirt where you're just like, it doesn't need ironing and it's just very easy to wear, very easy to dress up and dress down. Yeah. So overall, just being a girl is really hard. That's what I kind of wanted to say. Another thing that I overthink is kind of, what do I overthink? I overthink my conversations with others a lot. I do. Yeah, I'm just an overthinker. So I overthink about my conversations. Like if I have like a meeting next like for the next day, I'm just like overthinking what I'm gonna say in that meeting and how do I sound and how do I look. It's exhausting. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my very first episode of my podcast. Hey, it's Wafaa, which is me, duh. Um, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you have any ideas on what you want me to talk about next. Also, as I said, this will be a very like broad podcast. I have no idea what the next episode should be about, but I think it's just kind of my very first one to ease myself into it. Let me know also for any podcast tips in general. If you think the audio was good, if you think I move a lot, I'm not moving much. If my like voice is very high, it's very low, I have no idea. I'm like, if you guys have a podcast, like let me know in the comments on like any podcast advices and tips for me to just have a better quality audio and video. But other than that, I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, support me. And yeah, thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next one. Well, I hope so. Bye.